Hey, what's up, y'all, man? This is your boy, y'all's chosen one. We're in Genesis chapter 49. We're trying to break down the this future event of the 12 tribes of Israel and what's going to happen to them. I think we got to verse 27. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil. All these are the 12 tribes of Israel. In the morning he shall. So they think Benjamin is the Jamaicans. So if that's right, then Manasseh, who is the Cubans, and Benjamin, who is the Jamaicans, they should look somewhat alike. They're dark skinned, right? You got Cubans and Jamaicans. Or people of the West Indies, because they was formed from Joseph and an Egyptian. They're born from Joseph and an Egyptian, because remember Joseph married Pharaoh's daughter. He had a kid. He had kids with Pharaoh's daughter, which is Manasseh and Benjamin. And I'm kind of digging the whole wolf thing with the Jamaican. Because Jamaicans or whatever, with the reggae and like a ravenous wolf, man. They get down like that. Manasseh being these Cubans, possibly. We gotta do your research on it, Israelites. Just do your research on it, man. If it kind of confuses you too, yeah, it kind of confuses me. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of confuses me, man. Blending in the native Indian people with, us Hebrew people, and they would all be Hebrew, but I'm just saying, we look different. The Most High say you will know them by their seed. Just spiritually, man, we don't know, because we've, even we ourselves were fooled and deceived through Christianity, who our God was, and I'm sure that all the other tribes were fooled too, wherever they are. Like I said, when we get through the others, when we, like I said, we're going chapter by chapter in the Bible, and the Bible will go pretext upon pretext, so we will find it out, okay? All right. And these are the 12 tribes of Israel, and this is it that their father spake unto them and blessed them. Every one according to his blessing he blessed them. And he charged them and said unto them, I am to be gathered unto my people. Bury me with my fathers in the cave that is in the field of Ephraim the Hittite, in the cave that is in the field of Machpelah, which is before Mamre, in the land of Canaan, which Abraham bought with the field of Ephraim the Hittite, for a possession of a burying place. There they buried Abraham and Sarah his wife. There they buried Isaac and Rebekah his wife. And there I buried Leah. And you notice that Zilpah and Bilhah are not really considered matriarchs, but yet they made pretty much a third of the tribes of Israel. Just think about that for a second. You never mention anything about Zilpah and Bilhah, but they made a third of the tribes of Israel. They made 4 kids for Jacob. Is it because they were handmaids? Were they Hamites? They were handmaids. Were they Hamite handmaids? Some people say they were Syrians. We don't know. All right. The purchase of the field and of the cave that is therein was from the children of Heth. And when Jacob had made an end of commanding his sons, he gathered up his feet into his bed, and yielded up the ghost, and was gathered unto his people. So we find out in chapter 49 that Jacob dies. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. It's our patriarchs, man. Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel. Our matriarchs. So we find out who our patriarchs and our matriarchs are, and so far in through this book of Genesis, we find out. Well, I'll give you an analysis of Genesis on this own video, but interesting chapter 49 is, man, for things that's happened presently. You know, a lot of Israelites just want to think that all Israelites are all black, which could be the case, because if we know that Israelites look just like Hamites, or Israelites look just like Egyptians, and Egyptians were Hamite or Mitzrayim, then it kind of does make sense. Even if you look at some of the hieroglyphics and some of the pictures depicted on the walls of some of the burial sites in Egypt, some of them do look light skinned though, and some of them, they have the long silky hair. So it's kind of confusing, man. It's really kind of confusing. Don't feel bad if you're confused. We just gotta do our research a little more and see. Because like I said, I'm thinking more physically. I should be thinking more spiritually. Like I said, when I look at that, man, how is their hair straight? If they're Hamites, if they're from Cush or Mitzrayim, how is their hair straight and not woolly and things like that? Did they press their hair? Did they do things? How is their hair like that? How is their hair straight? You look at a sister's hair today, her hair is naturally woolly and curly, unless she puts a perm in it or straightens it out with a straightening iron. Those are the kind of questions I ask myself. And when I look at a Native American, them having that long, slick, silk black hair, and it's so different from ours. And we're Reuben is a Native American from a Seminole Indian. And then I look at the other three kids that Leah made, Simeon, Levi, and Judah. We look nothing alike. So physically, I'm looking at it like, I don't know, man. I'm just looking at it like, that's just weird, that they could be Reuben. I don't know, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. This is your boy. Well, I got about 2 more minutes. And then, like I said, you look at Dan and Naphtali. Dan has no inheritance. They think those are the people of the outback, those Aborigines in Australia. And Naphtali is Argentina to the Chileans. And Hawaiians and Samoans on some people's list. Interesting. And Jacob Zilpah had Gad and Asher, North American Indians, and those are more Indians in Asher, Colombia to Uruguay. Jacob and Leah had the Mexicans, Guatemalans. And they also had Dinah, who would have looked native too, who would have looked Indian too. Or she would have looked like us. Either way, Jacob and Rachel had made Joseph, who looked like a Egyptian. That's why he was, presented in front of Pharaoh. but he had a child with an Egyptian woman, and they came out with these Cubans and Jamaicans. Oh, really tough, really tough. Let's pray to Yah that He can give us guidance and knowledge and strength when we continue on through this great book. That's to see, because that chart, and I've seen some people on YouTube saying they only made that chart because most of the elders wanted the women of those tribes, like the Puerto Rican women, very beautiful women. I kind of, I get that, and maybe they may have a point there. Maybe they might have a point. I'm not gonna attack the elders. There's always a way to make a point about something. I don't have to go out and attack them. I could present my way in a way that is, that's an open-end question. Okay, why is that? I know you read the books. I've seen the videos, but physically, I can ask them, like, physically, man, how can I look upon this? I know their response probably be, gotta look at it spiritually, but it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. So, look, just keep the faith strong. Do your part in knowing that you are Israelite. Obey the statutes and commandments. Enjoy your Shabbat. And do your Passover, do your feast days like you're supposed to, and you're gonna be okay. Just do your part. Know who you are. There's no question about Deuteronomy 28:68. We know that part. So just the problem is Esdras. Where did those other tribes go to? You can figure that out. Then we know that either they're all black, or what the elders say, that we're black and we have these other people. All right, this is your boy, Yah's chosen one. Love you guys very much. Keep reading. Study to show thyself approved, man. We're reading this together. The Most High is looking at us. He's like, all right, eventually He's going to give us that. It'll be fulfilled. It will be revealed. But you got to study to show yourself approved. If you're approved, then He'll show you. You know what I'm saying? All right. Love you guys. Shalom.